we're going to begin with the breaking news overnight. The new information on what the FBI says it found at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home more than 18 months after he left office. It comes in a new court filing where the Justice Department included this photo of classified documents seized in a search, something we're seeing for the first time. It appears to show some of the nation's top secrets on the floor next to a box of framed magazine covers, including files clearly marked top secret and marked secret, color-coded as well. Investigators believe there were attempts to hide this material from officials who had earlier come in an effort to recover it. Robert Costa is outside the Justice Department for us. Bob, good morning.
Good morning, Tony. The big takeaway here is that this is the most detailed picture yet of this investigation, revealing much more about what was taken from former President Trump's Florida home earlier this month. The filing also states that obstruction of the probe could be a problem for Trump's legal team.
The Justice Department spelled out its position in a 36-page filing. The explosive legal document revealed for the first time ever photo evidence of the highly classified documents it seized from Trump's Florida home, which appear to show Trump was in possession of intelligence materials derived from human sources. The snapshot marked as a redacted FBI photograph of documents and classified cover sheets was recovered from a container from the so-called 45 office used by the former president at his sprawling waterfront property, which, while protected by Secret Service, is not considered a secure location for classified material. The filing was in response to the Trump legal team's request for an independent attorney or special master to be appointed to review the evidence that the FBI had already obtained about 2 weeks earlier. The Justice Department forcefully pushed back against that idea, framing it as unnecessary and legally unsound, writing, "The former president lacks standing to seek judicial relief or oversight as to presidential records because those records do not belong to him." Former Justice Department official Harry Littman explains what's most striking about the DOJ filing.
The filing, besides making the very strong legal case, makes a pretty strong factual case and gives us new details that reveal that far from being cooperative, Trump tried at every trick in the book to keep these documents from going back to where they belong, that is, the National Archives.
The Justice Department also sharply outlined a case of possible obstruction against Trump and his lawyers. The government developed evidence that government records were likely concealed and removed from the storage room, and that efforts were likely taken to obstruct the government's investigation, the filing asserts. And it raised questions about whether Trump and his team properly responded to demands ahead of the FBI search for documents to be found, secured, and returned. That the FBI in a matter of hours recovered twice as many documents with classification markings as the diligent search that the former president's counsel and other representatives had weeks to perform calls into serious question the representations they made, the filing states. But Florida federal judge Eileen Cannon, a Trump appointee, will have the final word after Thursday's hearing.
The judge's order actually seemed to suggest she was seriously entertaining appointment of a special master. And DOJ really pushed back hard. And there was really no legal basis here at all to appoint a special master. So in a polite way, they're telling her, butt out.
Ahead of Thursday's hearing, which will be a legal crossroads, Trump's legal team has brought on a new attorney, Chris Kise, the former Florida Solicitor General, to help them navigate the state's federal courts.
Bob, based on all the details that the Justice Department revealed in this extraordinarily long filing, what does it tell us about where this case might be going?
It tells us that it could be going in a bit of a new direction, toward the direction of obstruction. So far, this case has been about Trump's handling of classified records. But this filing states that this investigation is now about how Trump's lawyers have handled the investigation, how they've interacted with the Justice Department. That is now a priority of the probe based on what we see in this filing.
Yeah, not whether they're classified or if he declassified them, but the fact that he had them at all and then appears to have held on to them even after they were requested. Bob, thank you very much.